And the people out there who say, oh, well, what do you propose? A violent revolution? No, absolutely not. Because in a violent revolution, guess who gets first? We do. And then the working class gets after all the minorities from bottom up get destroyed first. I'm going to be real with all of you. You see all this? It ain't that. So let's get into something a little bit more real. That's better. Now I don't feel like I'm basically being crushed by two bowling balls. And in reality, most people don't even have that kind of gear. So, what is this video for and who is it for? Well, I've been around a long time. And I want this video to go out to my community, the LGBT community, with a special emphasis on my trans sisters and brothers out there. No, this video is not a video about how you should butch up, man up, head up, whatever, grow thicker skin. That's bullshit. That's shit that psychopaths who haven't been around the block more than half the time try to tell people because they're afraid that you being your authentic self hurts them. Fuck those people. And if they try to say anything otherwise, fuck them. The issue I've been seeing a lot, though, is our people and circles that we think are safe for us. Circles that we think are going to protect us. Circles that we ourselves built from the ground up, matured, and perfected. But now we're not the only ones in it anymore. It's full of a lot of people. And now those people are speaking, especially after the election. It's our fault that Katmala lost. It's our fault that shit's going down the way it is now. It's our fault that the world around us is collapsing. Man, I wish I was that powerful. I guess it's the same thing, like we're able to create tsunamis, tornadoes, and death storms of unimaginable proportions. But this time it's not coming from the far-right fascists and Nazis of the right. No. It's coming from who we think are our own people. Now, before you lefty fans or people who think you're actual leftists come jumping down here to jump down my throat and say, oh, you're one of those people who are trying to make people go to the right. No, fuck the right. They're a bunch of fucking Nazis, and I'll call it every day. What I'm trying to say is to our community and to us, our so-called allies, cis-het allies, sorry, you can sit this one out. This is not for you. This is a one-to-one, mano-a-mano. For me, as an old LGBT rights activist who's been around the block fucking millions of times, who's been there protesting Don't Ask, Don't Tell and the Defense of Marriage Act, who's been there watching time after time as our Democratic and left-leaning liberals throw us into the bus, into the wood chipper, and then say we should be happy about it. This video is not for you. It is for us. So please, have a seat over there, enjoy yourself, have some popcorn. This is going to be a little fun. Maybe. Or get the fuck out. This is our space. We made it. You've proven you're not helpful. Leave. Easy enough. So now we know who the video is for. Let's talk about what's really going on and why I'm saying this. Why this no-name weirdo in a fucking 3D printed mask wearing this Gucci-ass gear with Gucci-ass shit behind him is talking. Let's roll back a little bit. I'm a child of the 80s. Grew up in a shithole in a shithole urban environment known as Detroit. And I'm not talking about suburb. I've seen how my people have been treated for decades. It's not pretty. What scares me is I've seen our people create circles and groups that include more and more people who we consider allies, only for those allies to then turn against us when we need them most. And so this is a warning video to all my LGBT brothers and sisters out there, especially my trans sisters and brothers. Please hear this plea. We as a community are alone. We as a community are extremely vulnerable right now. We are very close to reaching that get the fuck out stage in our dictatorial fascist regime we're in right now. We are literally right here, okay? The people that are in the get the fuck out stage, those are going to be all of our brown friends, all of our friends from other countries, or basically they look like they're from other countries. Anyone who's not white, for instance, and has somewhat of an accent, they're in the get the fuck out stage right now because they're getting harassed and disappeared in the middle of the night by ICE. We're right here, and our trans sisters and brothers are right there. Yeah, right there. Don't think for a second that the people that we call allies are going to be there for us. They might be, and that's great if they are, but don't believe it. I've too many friends who have told me from the 80s, who survived the AIDS crisis, that when shit hit the fan in the 80s, the quote unquote allies were the first people to turn against them. The circles they belong to, be it communist, socialist, liberal, especially liberal, whatever, immediately turned on them, disavowed them, and said, go and die. I don't want to be a part of you. This happened again in 2004, when all those states started passing anti-gay marriage laws against us, and then again in 2008. And then here we are. And I can go on 2012, 2016, 2020, and now today. Now, of course, people are blaming intersectionality and identity politics, as they call it, is the reason why Kamala lost. And that's unfortunately a slogan that keeps getting brought up again and again and again. But that doesn't change the reality that she didn't lose because of us. She lost because we all know a whole bunch of fucking factors. That's a whole other story for a whole other time. There's a lot more channels that can talk about it. Shout out to FD Signifier. He did a great video on it and pissed a lot of people off. And keep going. Watch him if you don't know who that is. He will set you straight. The reality is that we think we have friends. The most dangerous place to be is thinking you have friends who are not part of your community or not part of any actual minorities that's oppressed, and thinking you have those as friends and relying on them. Sweetie, they're not going to be there for you. In fact, fuck, our own people half the time aren't even there for ourselves. So in this warning, I'll give you a little bit of help. What is the most important thing we can do to fix this? Well, if you have a lot of people in your community that you know online who are local, start getting together. Start actually getting outside. Start meeting the people around you that you know who are LGBT will actually do something, who won't run and hide. And don't expect people who are scared for their fucking lives, which, trust me, a lot of us are, including me and my family, to do things for you as well. You and everyone around you who wants to survive needs to put in the effort to do so. And it's not hard. It's banding together. We ourselves need to insulate ourselves and protect ourselves. We protect our own. And that's the most important thing that we need to push into our minds and into our community. The only people that are going to be there for us is us. If we expect our allies or some bullshit political party like the Democrats to come and save us, we're fucked. We might as well just start marching to El Salvador right now and say, please, Daddy, kill me. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. We cannot rely on anyone but ourselves. And as harrowing and terrifying and sad as that seems, we have to drill that into our minds. The reason why I keep wanting to make this video to say this very small, very important PSA is because I keep seeing constantly on these leftist circles, these socialist circles, these communist circles, a bunch of white, straight men, mostly neckbeards, say that our people don't matter. That if we just sit down and shut the fuck up, they will bring the working class together in solidarity, and then we'll have this bullshit utopia. And then after that, we can worry about all the little things like, pulling us out of the gulags and recombining our essences from the wood chipper that we were thrown into before, Because, resurrection and magic is real, right? Hey, if Jesus can do it, so can we, right? That's the problem. You can't just take people who are minorities and say, oh, well, you're not white, and let's think here. You're not white, so we're just gonna say you come second to us. That's not how this shit works. Or you're not straight, or you're not cis. You need to sit down and shut up and leave us alone. That's not how this shit works. That's how people like us get absolutely destroyed, murdered, and erased during revolutions. Because all that energy people have, all that revolutionary energy they have, if they overthrow the government, that doesn't go away the moment they cede power. That shit stays. That anger stays. And if someone's still an other, guess what? Now they're the problem. Now you got rid of the billionaires. Who's left? Oh, trans people, get them. Gay people, get them. Black people, indigenous people, get them. You see the problem? And these are the same people that'll tell you intersectionality is bullshit, that it doesn't matter. If you see someone in a leftist circle that you're in say shit like that, and people just nod along to it and don't challenge them, get out. That's not a safe space for you. That is a death trap for you. Because if shit hits the fan, chips fall, whatever you want to say it, they're not going to be there for you. They'll be the first ones to say, hey, Gestapo, I have one of those things over here. Come over and get them. Don't kill me. See Inglourious Bastards, the first 10 minutes. Enjoy. It's that kind of shit.
You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not?
Yes.
You're sheltering them underneath your floorboards, aren't you?
Yes.
Point out to me the areas where they're hiding.
That's the problem that we have to accept. And that is the reality that can happen. So, just like in all the previous times that we've had to survive, Stonewall before, lots before Stonewall, we make our community strong again. We bring ourselves together. We learn how to defend ourselves. The reason why I'm filming in my basement like a basement dweller, because it's funny, is also because behind me you see a wall of death. To most liberals, this is fucking terrifying. This is scary. To most leftists, this is cool. And I'm not afraid for anyone on here to pick me apart because all the Gucci shit I'm wearing and the Gucci shit back there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a white man of privilege. And sure, I grew up in the hood and I know exactly what that shit's like. I've had some very, very good luck in my life to get where I am today. And it took a lot of effort that I can thank for my race. And that's fucking sad. Which is why I try to give back as much as I can to my communities. And this is one of those things. I don't believe in protests because, especially now, it's good. It feels good to get the energy out there. It's cathartic. I get it. And you can do it all you want, but I don't believe in it because here's the reality. You are now, if you're not masked up like I'm doing, if you're not hiding your identity, you're fucked. And when the chips fall, and they are falling, they're going to use you, like they did in Nazi Germany, to round you up and put you in the gulags too. And sure, protesting, it does feel good. But if you're protesting without an actual like thing to do for it, it makes more people come together and meet and make communities. Great. But that's not going to fix the issue we have now. And a lot of these protests and marches and rallies, they're really there to funnel anger away and not direct it towards a real thing, like a general strike. Like a complete shutdown of the government by the people. And the people out there who say, oh, well, what do you propose? A violent revolution? No! Absolutely not! Because in a violent revolution, guess who gets fucked first? We do! And then the working class gets fucked after all the minorities from bottom up get destroyed first. If it happens, it happens. But this shit isn't for that. And you shouldn't arm yourself up with plate carriers and high caliber weapons thinking you're going to go into battle. You're not. If it were to come to that, you're going to go up against billion-dollar funded technology and military grade weapons. You will get destroyed. This shit is to protect you and your own in community defense when it gets bad enough that we have to literally make actual groups of people to go on patrol in our neighborhoods and our spaces that we ourselves created. Kind of like a final wall of defense. And hope to God we never have to use it. But to start this out, to be the most important thing of this video is we need to rely on only ourselves to protect ourselves. We need, as a community, to actually fully come together. And here's the issue we have to deal with as well. Should we be big tent? No, absolutely not. Fucking log cabin Republicans? Fuck them. These are the people thinking that they throw you in the wood chipper first, they'll be able to survive. They're a lost cause. Fuck them. All right? Let them stew in their own fucking bile that they've created. But I'm talking about people who are here. You don't need fighters. You just need numbers. You have 1,000 people get together in a community. You form your own community. You come together. You stay together. You don't need everyone to be a fighter. You just need a few. Now, training everyone in that community to be able to be self-sufficient and be able to use weaponry to protect themselves, that is important. That's a step. But the first step we really need to do is we need to come to the realization that we, us gay people, us LGBT people, we are alone in this fight. To us, we matter. To everyone else, we don't. Especially in the left circles, too. And they'll tell you that. They'll tell you that you don't matter in the grand scheme of things. And you know what? Sure, we don't matter because we're all stardust, right? But that's not comforting. That's demoralizing. And what these fucking morons don't realize is that they're losing some of the most strongest, smartest fighters that they could have at their cause just because they don't want to have to explain to some fucking piece of shit bigot that they stand next to someone because they just happen to be trans. They don't have to explain what gender is. They don't have to explain what sexuality is. They don't want to do any of that. They don't even want to explain why they're standing next to you. Because they lack courage. The courage that we, our people, have in spades. It takes a lot to be out in this world, even in America, to where all the people who might see this who are from, way worse Western European countries. It still takes a lot of fucking balls, ovaries, and everything else in between. It takes a lot to be out even if you're only out online. We are far more courageous than people keep giving us credit for. And for those of you, like I said about thick skin earlier, those sociopathic people telling people they need thicker skin, bitch, we got fucking adamantium armor. We're just sick and tired of dealing with assholes telling us to sit the fuck down. Saying get the fuck out to those people, calling them bigots and gross, isn't having thin skin. It's saying they're being bigoted and gross. It's putting them on the spot that they have to defend their deplorable, stupid, idiotic beliefs. And yeah, that includes people on the left who, or at least people who think they're left. Especially the ones that lead La Capitale once and think they actually understand Marxism. Oh, there's a lot of those. Yeah. So, I've ranted on long enough. Hopefully I make it to some of you. Hopefully some of you will see this video and think, shit, you're right, we need to get together. If you see me out there, hit me up. I'm around. I'm training gay people. Well, I'm training the entire queer community as much as I can in firearm safety and firearm handling. If you see me around, say hi. I might DM you or whatnot if you meet me in person. Might DM you on Signal or Telegram. For now, my whole goal is to just get this out there and to keep training people every day. As much as I can, until every single person in my community at least knows how to use a firearm. That's my giving back. That's my activism. That's my current, thing. Cultism, whatever I'm doing now. Because I don't believe in protests. I don't believe in doing that shit. So what I'm doing to make it a little bit better is I'm teaching everyone in our community, be it leftist or lib, how to properly use a gun, how to properly carry a gun, to not be afraid of a gun, and to know it is a good last resort to have, as well as a very quick way to stop things without even having to pull it out. You get targeted, you have a gun, guess what? This right here, this scares bigots. Because they're fucking cowards. Just like the people who say they're on our side and then tell us to sit down and shut up. But hey, what do I know? I'm just an old ass vet who's seen too much shit and fought too much for our people. Either way, this old fucker's out. Peace.